Yeah. All right. Well, welcome everybody here to our Google Plus Hangout with Wimbledon champions Johnny Marray and Freddie Nielsen here at the Barclays ATP World Tour Finals at the Sky Studios here at the O2 Arena. Guys, thank you very much for being part of this Hangout. You can hear me okay, can you?
Yes.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Well, thanks for having us.
Thank you very much for being part of it. And I can also see that we are joined here by Addie Sherwood. Addie, hello. Where are you dialing in from?
Hi, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta,
Hey,
Georgia.
how's it going?
Good. How are y'all?
Yeah, probably a bit colder than you are, but otherwise.
Well, guys, thanks very much for being part of this. And just to kick it off with, can you give everybody an idea of how you use social media, whether or not you're Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter? What are you into?
Well, unfortunately, I mean, I am on Facebook, but I don't really use it. I'm not the most social networker out there. I've got a Twitter account as well, but I need to pick up my game on that one because I think I've done 5 tweets in the last 2 years. So,
probably the worst Twitter account in the world.
Yeah, but Freddie makes up for it.
Well, yeah, I got my Twitter account. It was related to my Danish blog. The people there, they wanted to get some extra spice to it. I guess it wasn't good enough. And when I started my Danish Twitter account, some of the other tennis players could do one in English as well. So I've got a Danish and an English one. I obviously use Facebook as well. It's a great way of staying in touch with friends and family when we're traveling. And yeah, I do email. And that's it.
You are at the cutting edge then.
Yeah.
Now, guys, I think we're going to have to come up with a new nickname for you. I think we're going to dub this team Prime Time. The reason for that, you come out of nowhere, win Wimbledon, don't do a whole lot after Wimbledon as a team, come to the Barclays ATP World Tour Finals, win your first 2 matches, and are the first team through to the semi-finals. What is it about the big stage that gets you guys playing your best tennis?
I'm not sure really. I mean, obviously we would like to do a little bit better after Wimbledon, the tournaments we play together, but you know, playing in front of a big crowd, it's always nice, and we've obviously done well here in London at Wimbledon and now in the O2 finals here. So maybe it's something to do with the home crowd and kind of home support for me and Freddie.
I definitely feel the home crowd is important. My British crowd is there for us, and that helps. And second of all, these are the two of the biggest tournaments in the world. It's pretty easy to get fired up and pumped for these tournaments, to be honest.
Now, Freddie, here you are at one of the great events on the tennis calendar. Am I right in saying that the event you played, the last event before this, you were playing qualifying singles at a challenger event in California?
Not exactly.
In singles.
Singles, that's right. The last singles event was qualifying in a challenger in California.
Yeah. So
I mean, California has In-N-Out Burger, so don't you be saying a bad word about it.
Hey, no, that's good with me. But just the transition from a life, because you're a little different to Johnny, where Johnny is you know, double specialist and can concentrate on the doubles. You're still trying to pioneer your singles career as well. So could you talk a little bit about the trying to balance singles and doubles, and also how that impacts when and where you can play doubles with Johnny?
Well, for me, it's I don't see myself as a single player or a double player. I see myself as a tennis player, and I love everything that comes with the life of a tennis player, be it the singles tournaments, the challenger, the futures, the tour events, the Grand Slams, same as doubles, Davis Cup, everything. I want the whole package, and and I love my life as it is right now. It's the best life I could make for myself. If you win the lottery tomorrow and I won $1 billion, I would still be doing the same. Which is why it's very enjoyable life. Now that my doubles ranking is a bit higher, I'm obviously going to be able to get into a lot of the bigger tournaments, and that might happen next year. Play the Grand Slams, maybe some of the Masters Series, but the point is still for me to make the schedule based on my singles tournaments, and then play doubles whenever I can. To me, doubles is a great play, and I enjoy playing it no matter where it is. So it doesn't necessarily have to be at the biggest level, even though it gives it a bit more spice when you're playing at the O2 or Wimbledon. That goes without saying.
Mm-hmm. Johnny, can you just take us back to that dramatic run to the Wimbledon title, how unexpected it was, and how that has changed your life on, I imagine, a number of levels?
Yeah, obviously we actually only got into Wimbledon by a wildcard entry, and we hadn't actually planned on playing Wimbledon together, but I was supposed to enter with somebody else beforehand, but we didn't actually make the cut. And then myself and Freddie played together in a challenger a couple of weeks before and played really well on grass. So I asked him if he'd like to play doubles with me at Wimbledon, and obviously from there, we kind of just went out trying to enjoy. I think it was Freddie's first time at Wimbledon, so we just tried to go out and enjoy the experience and try and play our best tennis. And like you say, match by match, we just gained in confidence and found a way to kind of get through quite a few tight matches on our way to the final, and then played well when it mattered in the big match at the end there. So. Obviously delighted and surprised, but how's it changed my life? I think I just basically.
Well, you're doing a Google Hangout now.
I'm doing a Google Hangout, which I'd never heard of before. Well, about 2 hours ago, anyway. But I'm playing in the best tournaments in the world now, in front of kind of crowds like this, which I never really would have dreamed of. I was kind of playing futures and challenges for the last 10 years of my career, really. So. It's a massive change in that respect, playing against the best players kind of week in, week out.
And I believe at a career high number 20 in the ATP doubles rankings at the moment. Is there going to be much opportunity for the two of you to team up next year with your different schedules, or what is the plan?
Well, ideally, I'd like to try and find a regular partner for next year, but I'm finding that search a little bit difficult at the minute. So.
What, the Wimbledon champion business card you had printed up? That's not getting much traction.
Not quite, no, but it's quite difficult to find someone that you kind of gel with and you get on well with off the court as well. So, I'm still on the lookout at the minute, and hopefully by the start of the new year I'll kind of have a regular partner. But if not, I'm sure me and Freddie will kind of team up again. Next year
Sure.
Good results.
Great. And Addie in Atlanta, why don't we throw it to you? Would you like to ask a question to either Johnny or Freddie?
Sure. You kind of already answered my first question. I was going to ask how you got to be paired as doubles players. So I have another question. What kind of superstitions? I know tennis players have their own superstitions when they're playing singles, but do you have anything together that you do before a match or during a match to get each other kind of pumped up?
I think Johnny is more aggressive with that kind of stuff than I am. I try not to think too much about it. I try to do stuff that maybe makes sense in a physical sense away, but a lot of people do their own stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I try to keep it to whatever as a physical aspect, maybe some food that works for me, or part of the warm up. But I don't have that many things that I stick to. I'm pretty free flowing, and every week would be different.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I'm not the most superstitious either, really. I've got my kind of routine I do before practice and on a match day, and I just kind of do that. I like a bit of quiet time myself before going on court. But if I play with people in the past who have to sit a certain side of the bench, and has to touch the racket before points of the court before every point and things like that. But personally, no, I've not really got any superstitions.
Apart from playing with the same shirt every day and then.
What can you do?
How about superstitions?
I've seen we had a few in Denmark that were very superstitious. So I was kind of growing up, and we all thought that was maybe a bit too much, and I've always tried to stay away from it, because I find that when you're very superstitious, so much can go wrong. If it's not followed to plan, then everything can collapse, and I try to avoid that, because at the end of the day, it doesn't make much of a difference.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eddie. And guys, just in closing here, you're already guaranteed to qualify top of Group B, but you still do have another round robin qualifying match. Lots of prize money still on the line, and I'm sure you'd like the confidence of going 3-0 through round robin stage. So very motivated still for your next round robin match.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. Like you say, I mean, it's a lot better going into the semi-finals with 3 wins under your belt than 2 wins and a loss. So. And like you say, there's points on offer as well to kind of improve our ranking for next year and everything. So, yeah, I think business as usual for Friday, and hopefully we can maybe sneak another 12-tenner.
Yeah, and if you can't get motivated for a match at the O2 Arena, it's time to put the rackets in the closet, because, like we've been talking about, we never play these kind of events, and I'm not sure I'm ever going to play this event again, so I'm going to suck up every single second of it, and every match we get on center court is a great opportunity to improve and get more comfortable with the court, especially knowing that we have guaranteed a semi-final. Gives us a bit more freedom to work with the stuff that maybe hasn't been working so well in the first 2 matches, and try and get even more comfortable with the conditions out there before the semi-final.
Well, guys, thank you very much, and we'd also like to thank Sky for access here to the Sky Studios at the O2, where there's a new experience where fans can come and step behind the scenes and read the news headlines for free. I saw Boris Becker doing that yesterday and pulled that off beautifully. And fans who want to see more information on that can go to sky.com/rewards. So, Johnny and Freddie, thank you very much for being part of the Google Plus Hangout. And best of luck for the remainder of the tournament at the Barclays ATP World Tour Finals here at the O2.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, guys.